All right, I just got done getting all the grinding completed on the trailer, got the air hoses and everything disconnected, so we're officially ready to start the fabrication of the belly bay frame. In order to do that, first we got to get the welding cart set up, and we got to get the welder set up. The shop is already wired for 240, and I have the extension cord that goes with it, so we can start welding in here. We're going to spend the rest of the day welding, and I brought up a bucket of parts that I cut off of the trailer. Just a bunch of about 1/4 inch steel that we're going to be welding with for the rest of the day, just to kind of get back into the swing of things and make sure I know how to use this new welder. Well, we got the cart all put together. It's got a locking door on it, 2 shelves, put my plasma cutter and the welder on it, hose holders, enough place for 2 tanks as you can see, and that's it. So now on to the welder. All right, I just got done getting it all set up. This thing is really sweet, and I thought it was going to take a long time to set up. The only thing it took me a long time is just reading the instructions and getting to know the machine. But as far as actually getting it set up, all the plugs are really easy. They're all pre-marked. You can really only put them in the right spot, so they did a nice job. Turning it on, we're on 230 volts right now. Thing's digital, and man oh man, is it easy to choose what you're going to weld. I went through and set it all up, but you just basically press this, and it tells you, you just walk through what you want to do. It's really, really pretty neat. So I have a lot to learn though. But what we're going to do now, we're going to get, there you go, you just choose your setting. I'm going to go steel. It tells me how to set up the polarity. I choose the diameter, and I can choose my thickness of steel, and boom, everything's set based on my settings that I chose, so my options that I chose. Pretty cool. Quick start guide, manual is inside of it, and I'm going to go get my welding helmet. We're going to clean up some metal and get to welding here and see how we do. Check that out. A little rich in material. That's a speed problem, but that weld would hold. I did the other side as well. That's not bad at all, huh? For my first welds with that machine. I really need a welding table. Woo-wee. That's nice. I don't have a problem with that weld, but I'm not a pro, but you guys tell me that I'm trying to do the whole C thing, right? You go back and forth. I'm keeping the puddle moving. It's with me. It's not cooling down as I go. The metal's nice and hot. Here's another one I did. Just a butt weld. That one's not bad. I mean, they don't look bad, do they? This one, I think maybe a little too much material, but for what I need to do, since I'm not a pro and I'm not trying to compete with pros here, I think that weld right there is better than good enough. I certainly got into the material. You know, definitely, I'm melting both sides of the material and keeping that puddle moving. And that's not a bad weld at all. I'm pretty happy with that. Pretty happy. And it's a great hand warmer. All right, first vertical weld. That seemed to turn out all right. I did a start stop in the middle there. That's why that one spot is bad, but the rest of it looks pretty good. Definitely getting penetration. You can see the metal on the other side there. I just did another vertical section here. I'm going to do a little test on my weld. I think the weld looks good, but remember when I was grinding out there, I was able to do what I just did, and I broke their welds that were on the trailer. And just bent it a little bit there. So I am basically, I got the same strength that they have, the professional welders have on that weld. So I think I'm going to do one more weld here, and then we're going to call the practice complete. I don't want to insult anybody, nor do I want to mislead anyone. To be a good welder takes a lot more practice than just the 8 welds or whatever it is I've done here today. It takes a lifetime to really master this art. It's something I really appreciate, I really respect, and I'm not trying to tell anyone that I've got this figured out. What I do have are strong enough welds, good enough welds for what I need to do, and I don't need to make them look utterly pretty or be, you know, without bubble or defect. That said, I am very happy with these welds. I'm kind of proud of myself right now. I think it's probably more the machine than it is the operator. That Lincoln Electric is it's pretty nice, man. It really is. Pretty thick metal. I got to practice with thinner metal as well, but let's get this next weld on. There we go. I think I need to come out. Might do a few more. I think I need to come out further on this one, on the one going up there. That one looks a lot better. It's even between the bottom and the vertical plate, but that one looks like I bit into the top plate really well, but not so great on the bottom plate. This one looks better. The butt welds are coming out nice. All right, well, fashioned myself a little welding table. Not an official welding table. Just, I didn't know what I was making. I was just going through and I was doing vertical, horizontal, welding. I did vertical, you know, angle. I did an angle weld, did a butt weld, or joint weld, I guess it is. Don't quote me on those. Made myself a nice little X here, a little memento for Phoenix. That's pretty cool. This thing is a great heater. It's still nice and warm, and it's really cold outside. So it's nice having this, but yeah, can do a little bit of practice welding on that thing now. Not that you're gonna keep that. That's not really the greatest welding table ever. But overall, really like the helmet. The welder is amazing. It's fantastic. I can see why people spend the money on them. I mean, it's night and day compared to a Chicago Electric. I mean, it's nothing compared to it. Like, don't even waste your time with that, honestly. Everything seems to be working here. I seem to be doing some pretty good welds. So I think that's it for this video. We got a lot of stuff done today. It's been a very productive day, and we're pretty much ready to start fabbing tomorrow. So we'll see how the weather cooperates, if we have to do any snow removal. And but otherwise, we should be able to get out here and really start building stuff. I'm excited. So hey, thanks for following along. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to ring the bell so you get notified, and also hit subscribe. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, and now on Instagram. In the meantime, everyone, this is The Real Martian. Out.